And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes. It is time to gaze upon the crystal ball. This doesn't look like I'm doing a crystal ball, but you know what I mean? Probably looks a little bit worse than that. Well, let's look forward into the lifespan of 2K, at least 1 week, and kind of try to predict what we're going to see this week upcoming. It's your boy Cheap Ludes here. There's my cat Katana past the out in the back, just absolutely out. Hi, kitty. Are you up? Nope, knocked out. Anyways, all right, so this week was a little bit of a doozy in NBA 2K22, my team. So, like I said, let's look forward. First things first, whoa, not talking about packs quite yet. We're going to have a new Hoff Badge challenge probably tomorrow. I would expect them to drop, I'll talk about it later, but I would expect them to drop some Evos or something. I don't know if they're going to do that on Monday, though. Tomorrow, all we'll probably get is going to be the new Hoff Badge challenge. I think so far we've gotten blinders and intimidators, so I would be guessing offensive badge. What offensive badge? I don't know. I'm feeling limitless takeoff, though. Like, I really am. I'm feeling limitless takeoff. Don't ask me why. It just makes sense. Like, it does. You know, like dunk in offline games and dunk in online games. Or something like that just kind of makes the most sense to me. I mean, we could see like a different badge, like maybe we see like sniper, hot zone hunter or something, but I don't know, maybe we see limitless, but I think limitless takeoff would make the most sense. That's just my own opinion, and I don't think we see anything else on Monday, at least that I'm aware of. Let's see. I forgot we do have the vault prizes are resetting as well. Now, I don't know how they're going to reset. I would assume that this means that we're going to get a new card that's not LaMarcus Aldridge. That would be my guess. So if you haven't gotten LaMarcus and Jamal Wilkes, who I just got randomly on accident today while trying to get this Malik Sealy stuff done, you know, maybe grind for him. If not, like, LaMarcus is pretty good. Wilkes is all right. He's not really that good. I mean, he was useful this weekend when we had to use Warriors or Celtics players, but other than that, I can't see a whole lot of use for Wilkes, so it's not like you should go, like, scramble to go get this card. Honestly, like, you should just kind of play it by ear. If you want it, cool, whatever. Then we got Tuesday. Now, Tuesday is going to be an interesting one. When does Sealy end? I forgot if that's Tuesday or if that's Wednesday. I feel like it's Wednesday. But let me check regardless. Where is Sealy at? I still haven't gotten him yet, so he's still here. Here we go. So this is in 3 days. So yeah, this will be Wednesday. All right, so Tuesday we're going to get a new Swish set. Looks like every single one of the sets that we're going to get is going to be a Swish set. So, oh boy, it's really hard to predict what we're going to see in these sets. Honestly, I mean, obviously we can tell that we're going to see all the hero guys. At least the ones that aren't currently in packs are going to go into the Swish packs, which means the odds are going to be significantly worse. We're going to see a new hero and a new Invincible of that hero, and I don't know who it's going to be truly. Who could it be? I'm trying to think of someone who's a champion that we would see. Hakeem. I'm feeling Hakeem Olajuwon. Don't ask me why. I'm feeling Hakeem. Hakeem makes sense. Hakeem or Dr. J would be the one that I would say we'll get. Like, we did just get a Dr. J and Tuesday packs last season, but 2K is not above, like, you know, doing random things. So I would say Hakeem or Dr. J. I shouldn't say random. Doing the same thing that they always do is what I should say. Hakeem kind of makes sense, though. It's been a while since we've seen a Hakeem card. At least 2 seasons. I think it was 2 seasons ago when we saw the Power Within one. That was in Season 5. So Hakeem would make a good bit of sense, honestly. And we don't have any hero centers, I mean, except for Garnett. Garnett's kind of a hero center. So I'm going to go ahead and say Hakeem. We're going to see Hakeem on Tuesday. That makes sense. A hero version and an Invincible Hakeem. Now, I could very well be wrong. It could be Bill Russell, too. Bill Russell would be another, like, Tuesday guy. I think it's a little too soon for Wilt. I think they'll save Wilt for a promo because I think they're going to change his jump shot. That's my theory anyway. Other than that, I have absolutely no idea. These packs have been so random. It's hard for me to say. Like, there's no way anybody called shooting guard George Mikan. Like, there's not. I did say we were going to get a George Mikan soon, but I really didn't think it was going to be a shooting guard George Mikan. I don't think so. I tried to call, like, a bunch of shooting guard big men, but I don't think I was correct. I will say small forward Dirk would make a little bit of sense. I could see that. Other cards that we can see, I don't know. I've been saying point guard Terry Dissinger for a while, and I still kind of stand firm on that. But, you know, I don't think necessarily this is going to be the week that we see that. I think that's going to be out of position, which I do believe is likely to be Friday, and I'll explain why once we get to the little Friday section of this video. Really tough to say exactly what we're going to be seeing, though. How much is this Zion going for? I forgot he's still in my collection. Nice, dude. Nice. Big ballin'. We could see a new Joe Caldwell, though. They've also really enjoyed giving us Buddy Hields this year, so we could see a Buddy Hield. My one shout for Tuesday packs would be a shooting guard, Scotty Barnes. I think that is not necessarily likely, but I think it kind of lines up with what we've been seeing from the Swish packs, so I think that's something we could easily see, for sure. I would like an updated Trey Murphy, preferably one that could play shooting guard, but, you know, I'm just going to go ahead and accept that that's probably not going to happen. I could also see small forward Eddie Curry, by the way. That's definitely something. I've said that in the past, and I stand firm on that for sure. Wednesday. Now, looks like they're not staying with the guys who got kicked out of the playoffs thing for the random grindable card that we get. But, yeah, so realistically, I have no idea who it could be. Like, truly, I don't. We have seen them drop a few different kind of, I wouldn't say random guys, but guys that we thought weren't in the game this year. We've seen them drop over the past couple weeks. Those guys being Malik Sealy, who a lot of people said wasn't in the game this year. Manute Bull, who people said that they didn't have his rights, so he wasn't in the game this year, and we saw him this week. So it's possible that we could see one of those guys that we, you know, haven't seen yet due to them, quote unquote, not being in the game. Those guys would be like Brandon Roy, J.R. Smith. There's a couple other guys. I think we just did get a shooting guard in Sealy, so it's more likely going to be like a small forward, power forward. I don't think we see a point guard quite yet. And truly, I don't know who that could possibly be. Like, it could be anyone, honestly. Like, there's absolutely no hints as to, like, you know, what we could see. And it's going to involve playing triple threat and triple threat offline, which I think is a good thing because, you know, it encourages people to play those game modes. Could it be any of these guys? I mean, it could be Grant Hill, I suppose, but you know what? I'm going to say Pistol Pete. Okay. I'm going to say Pistol Pete. Why not? Pete Maravich. Sure. Like, that's my guess. I don't think that's 100% correct, but sure. Yeah, I mean, whatever. It's going to be a small forward, power forward probably, or we could see Batum. We could see Batum pop back up. I've been waiting for a new Batum, so it wouldn't be shocking to see like a small forward shooting guard Batum pop up. Honestly, I have literally no idea. Thursday. Now, outside of pack leaks, I don't think we see anything crazy Thursday. I do think we see the return of Evos, though. Like, I think that comes back, and I like the Evos that they gave us because they're not incredibly hard. Granted, I haven't done any of them, mainly because I'm lazy and I have so many other things to do. You know, they're not the hardest thing in the world. Like, Hansbrough goes from being like a pretty okay option to like very good. You know, so we could easily see another Evo enter the fray. I've talked about which cards I think are going to get Evos for a while. My guess would be Dolph Schayes gets one. Another card that could get one, I've said it before, Cheetah Monte. Cheetah Monte would just make a whole lot of sense. Like, that just kind of fits what 2K likes to do with these things anyway. Yi is another one because I don't think we see another Yi for the rest of the year. Unless they drop him in an out-of-position pack or something, like maybe we see him. But I think we're past getting consistent, like, Yis. I mean, that's just me. Other guys, I mean, we could see any of these dudes get it. Tim Duncan would make a lot of sense, but I think we see an invincible Tim Duncan before long, honestly. It'd be cool if we got like a Scottie Pippen Evo, so it like turns Scottie Pippen into just like a hero version of the invincible. Like, that would be wonderful. I could see him doing that too, especially if they plan on re-releasing these cards in packs. I could see him doing that with like T-Mac and I don't know, that would hurt their bottom line. They're gonna sell like 57 invincible super packs this year, so maybe not. Pau Gasol would make sense. I could see Pau Gasol getting one too. I think we get another Cade, so I don't think they give one to Cade. But I mean, if they did, that would be pretty solid. Now, is it worth investing in a Cade for the off chance that he gets an Evo? I mean, if you can get one cheap enough, sure. Because he's still like a very usable card, and especially if you're trying to do the spotlight sims, like he's clearly the best Detroit point guard that you can use, especially on current gen. So it's not like the worst idea in the world, especially if you get one with unlimited contracts, unlimited shoes. Like, this one's got 24 hoffs, dude. Like, it's not terrible, you know? So it may be worth it, but I don't know. That's a real shot in the dark as far as if we actually get that. So, you know, I could be totally wrong about that. We could absolutely not see Cade. So just, you know, kind of take it for what it is. I would like to see older cards get it, you know? Like, I would like to see my boy Jack Sigma get one. I would love that. Jack Sikma would be a straight hooper. That would be great. Russell, I would like to see D'Angelo Russell get one. It'd be cool to see, like, nah, not really Jordan. It'd be cool to see Kukoc get one. I don't think we get another Kukoc for a while if we do. Did we get an Invincible Kukoc last year? I feel like we did. I feel like we did, which is wild, bro. He did make the Hall of Fame for International last year, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Friday. Okay. I know I've said it for 3 straight weeks, but I really do think that it's going to be either out of position or another signature series. It would actually make a lot of sense to do signature series because they just had 2 crazy packs in a row. So makes a little bit of sense to kind of like coast, you know, after like the 2 psychotic Invincible drops that we've received. But I could also see them just going full throttle and doing out of position packs. I could also see fan favorites coming back too. The one thing I will say is I do not believe that it'll be a large scale promo like these, or like an original promo like Fearless, Galactic, and Unfazed, just because the first 3 weeks of the season we've gotten 3 of the exact same promo essentially, which could indicate that they're going to do this all season long. But I personally think that means we're going to see a shakeup. So I would guess, yeah, fan favorites, out of position, or signature series. My money is on out of position, but I've been saying out of position for 3 weeks, so I can't really say for sure if that's going to be the case. I mean, I'm probably wrong, like, about that again for the 3rd straight week, so maybe not the best person to listen to in regards to that. I don't know, you know. Other than that, who could be in the set? I think we do see like a shooting guard big man. That would make a lot of sense. Dirk would really come to mind, but the reason I say Dirk too is they could easily put him as like an opal and stuff, just because the Invincible one's still going to be better than him anyway, and people like aren't even using that card anymore. I mean, granted, a lot of people don't have that card, so I mean that's part of the reason that people aren't using him. But never count out point guard Blake Griffin. They love dropping point guard Blake Griffin. Also, remember we got 4 out of position sets last year, so like the out of position onslaught is coming, right? I mean, look at what they dropped. Like the last few weeks, the Invincibles have been ridiculous. You know what I mean? They've already gotten Kawhi and Luka out of the way. They've already gotten Steph, like LeBron, Giannis, Kobe, like Kareem, Scotty, and Michael Jordan, like, and T-Mac. Those are like the biggest pack sellers in all of my team, right? So it leads me to believe that to increase pack revenue, or at least keep pack revenue in the same kind of place it's been at for the last couple weeks, they're going to A, pump super packs with all these guys like featured prominently, and B, they're going to have to build up and up and up every single pack drop. I mean, yeah, there'll be a week or 2 where we get like a signature series with like Invincible D-Rob, or, you know, which is a great card, but not exactly exciting, you know, or something like that. Maybe we get another limited edition box for sure. I could be wrong. Like, we could see limited edition 5. Well, I mean, that could happen. That would be horrible, but it could happen. By the way, I actually do think, now that I bring that up, I think we do see limited edition again. Maybe not this weekend, but sometime later in the game's lifespan. And why do I think that? Because I think 2K will do guaranteed Invincibles on 20-pack boxes. I think they absolutely do it. Now, is it going to be any of the cards that we've already seen? Absolutely not, no. It's going to be kind of like more mid-tier guys. I mean, when you look at the limited edition set that we got last time, I mean, yeah, Bosch is good, but I wouldn't say that Bosch is like a high-value card. Melo, same thing, like Jimmy. I don't even think Glenn Robinson. I think it was Dame. So I think it was Dame, Bosch, Melo, and Jimmy were the options, I believe. So we could easily see like Invincible Grant Hill, or, you know, Invincible LaMelo, or just something that's like more of a mid-tier card. I think Invincible Magic sells enough packs that I think they'll like have him separate. Same with like Paul George, and who's another guy that's like kind of random but like brings in a lot of pack revenue that we haven't received yet. Ooh, that's tough, dude. Anthony Davis would be another guy that's like that. I think Anthony Davis kind of falls off. Durant's coming at some point soon. They could drop him this weekend, but I think they do take a break off from the absolute heater. You know what I mean? Remains to be seen, though. Maybe I'm wrong about that. You know, all the NBA 75 guys are likely to get Invincible cards this year, by the way. I would say all of them, if not a vast majority of them, do get Invincible cards. For sure. I mean, who wouldn't get an Invincible card? Did we have an Invincible Rodman last year? I feel like we did. Hold on. I want to check. I'm almost certain that we had an Invincible Rodman last year. I really would like to check this out. Is this a thing? It has to be, right? It has to be. We had to have gotten an Invincible Rodman last year. Hold on. I need to know. Because if we didn't, we're definitely... Yeah, we got an Invincible Rodman. Yeah, absolutely. I forgot about this. Yes, Invincible Rodman wasn't even that bad. He was pretty good. Set shot 17 on very quick last year. Wasn't good, but it's solid this year. Yeah, we'll get all these guys. I think we do get an Invincible Ewing this year. We always get an Invincible Stockton, probably last pack drop of the year. Yeah, Invincible Karl Malone. We'll see that too. Gary Payton, I think, gets his first Invincible card this year too. The 80s guys, I don't think we see an Invincible Robert Parrish. Like, if anyone's going to get left off, it's going to be the 80s, 70s, and 60s guys. Like, I don't think Robert Parrish gets one. I could see James Worthy not getting one as well. I don't think we got a Dominique. I really do think every single one of these NBA 75 guys gets an Invincible card this year. I do. Like, even Bob McAdoo, who, that would be sick, dude, honestly. That would be so tight. Nobody wants Invincible Elvin Hayes, though. Or Billy Cunningham. Like, none of these 1970s guys anyone wants. Like, I'm sure there's some people who want Invincible Pete Maravich, but none of the other 1970s guys who made it, nobody wants Invincible cards. I would take an Invincible Nate Thurmond. But, I mean, the card we received was basically Invincible as well. Elgin Baylor, I think we do get an Invincible card. I think the limited reward is going to be an Invincible card, so I would expect to see, like, Elgin Baylor or, like, you know, Havlicek, or maybe even, like, yo, I would do anything for an Invincible Sam Jones. You guys know this was my boy at the beginning of the year. That'd be great. That would be great. Or Invincible Dolph. Oh, man, that'd be fantastic. Now, also remember that we are getting this once the finals are done. And my prediction for this, and I'll talk about it more once it gets closer to that time. My prediction for this is whoever wins the NBA Finals, that team is going to get a couple Invincible cards. Like, how many cards are in here, right? One card. One. Right? So basically, whoever wins Finals MVP is going to get an Invincible card. That's what's happening. Unless it's Curry. Then they might give him a GOAT card. Straight up, they might. So I think this card is going to be an Invincible card. Obviously, if the Celtics win, I think regardless of what actually happens in the series, it'll probably still go to Tatum, but I think they're going to wait for Finals MVP, and they're going to give that card an Invincible card. Now, looking at the two rosters, I mean, God, we could see an Invincible Andrew Wiggins or an Invincible Cumbucket. Dude, that's insane. Or an Invincible Jordan Poole. Or looking at Boston, like, we could see Invincible Jaylen Brown. Or Marcus Smart. Oh, God, or Robert Williams. Honestly, Invincible Robert Williams would be fire, dude. Please, Robert Williams, turn up. Turn up for the last bit of the series, please. God, I would love an Invincible Robert Williams. That would mean the Celtics win, which does hurt me on a spiritual level, but at the same time, I'll give it a pass. As long as it's not Invincible Tatum, dude, to be honest. I know Tatum's like one of the biggest commodities in the NBA right now, but I'm so tired of I'm tired of Tatum cards. I was going to say commodity cards. I'm tired of Tatum cards. I am. I'm tired of Tatum, and I'm tired of Jaylen Brown. I really am. We've just gotten so many of them this year that and last year, I just don't want to use them anymore. I'm tired of it. I've used them all year. I'm sick of it. As always, has been your boy Cheap Ludes. You already know what's going on. Please drop your predictions down in the comments below. And then please remind me what you said when those predictions come true so I can go back and look. Or I can tell you that you're lying. It is what it is. Peace.